Welcome to the first episode of Real Estate with Marian. Today we are going to be talking about 4 important documents that will be needed when acquiring land. These are the documents you have to check or make sure a land possesses before you can acquire lands. I believe we know some of them, and I believe we've come across some of the terms, but I found out that some of us, we do not know what the document means or what a particular document does, or what the advantage of owning a particular document over another is. So today we are just going to be talking about 4 important documents that you should have before acquiring a property or a land. Before then, I would love you to like my page, subscribe, turn on your notifications in case a video comes up, you can be notified about it. So once again, welcome to The Real Realtor on Facebook. The first document on the list is survey plan. It is one of the most important documents. It defines land boundaries, and it's the most accurate way to see the extent of a person's land in just a glance. When a survey is registered, it is known as registered survey. This is when it has been logged in the office of the Surveyor General. And when you got a registered survey, you can go further processing to get a C of O, thereby perfecting its title. To know the authenticity of the survey or registered survey, it will have the details of the name of the owner of the land survey that was surveyed, the sizes of the land surveyed, the description of the land surveyed. There will be a registered seal, signature of the surveyor. There will be a stamp showing that the land is free from government acquisition. So when next you're trying to get a land or a property, make sure you require the registered survey of that property to do further investigations on that land or property. The second document on the list is a popular one. It's called the deed of assignment. It is a valid evidence of transfer. It shows the transfer of ownership from the seller to the buyer. The buyer therefore steps into the shoes of the owner, getting full rights and obligations of the property. Another interesting document, I think I've mentioned 2 earlier. This is number 3, and this is called the Gazette. Gazette in the Oxford Dictionary is known as a newspaper or a journal. So how come a Gazette is a landed or a title document? As we all know, the governor owns all lands in a state. When a land has been excised by government, that means it has gone through the process of excision and it has been approved. The excised land is free from government acquisition. That land that is free from government acquisition is being published in the government official gazette, making that land to have gazette as a title. When we say a land has been excised, excision means taking a part of. Government comes to a village, for instance, take that village, take a part of it, saying in the future we are going to build a school there, in the future we are going to construct a road there. Then they give the village another part that won't be used for in the future. So that part which is given back to that village is now the excised land. That excised land is free from government acquisition. So that's when you see a document that you see approved excision, that means that land has been excised. So for the Gazette can only be a title to lands that have been excised. The next on the list, and I think I mentioned 4, so this should be the last, but not the least, is the C of O. And everybody knows the C of O, Certificate of Occupancy. It's a popular title document. When you meet anyone who doesn't even have knowledge of land documents, they always know about the C of O, at least most of them. The C of O shows the current owner of a land or property. It is well-known document and is usually presented to investors or buyers in real estate. It is also a clear staple displaying that a land has been leased out from the Lagos government to you for 99 years. So this means that it's more or less showing a lease to you from the Lagos government, that they are leasing it out to you for 99 years. I know what will be going through your mind is, so that means after 99 years, I'm going to give it back to the government. In this case, there is room for renewal, there is room for extension of the lease term for your land. And there are processes that or procedures you have to go through to apply for the renewal of your C of O. So when your C of O is renewed, you have under 99 years. So I don't think most people know about this, that when you have a C of O, it's more or less the government telling you they've leased out your land to you. That means it's on lease for 99 years. So for people whose C of O has expired, try to renew. I know I mentioned 4, but I'm going to be giving you one additional one. The last and the least for the day, the governor's consent. I've met a friend who once told me his friend wanted to get a land, and the title on the land, the document was governor's consent, and they were not too okay with it because it wasn't C of O. And I was like, a land that has governor's consent is almost same as a land having a C of O. So let me explain to you. A governor's consent comes into play when a landowner who has a C of O as a title on its land is reselling. We all know a land can have 2 C of O's, right? So I have a C of O and I want to sell to you. How do I transfer to you, giving you full rights on that land? This consent is appended on the page of your deed of assignment. On your deed of assignment, there will be a signature and showing that it has been consented by the governor that Mr. A has transferred full ownership to Mr. B, and the land has a C of O, but it's been transferred to a new owner. So when the next person you want to resell to wants to get a title document in his name, he or she will still get a governor's consent, still lying under the first C of O. So I believe you understood at least, if not all, basically about some of the documents that I mentioned above or earlier. So that's about it for today, on today's episode of Real Estate with Marian. And to get more content like this, follow my page, like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. See you next time. And before I go, the next episode I'm going to be talking about what you should do, processes you should follow, what you need to do before you acquire a property. Stay tuned. Bye. Until then, stay safe. Bye.